So we're getting closer and closer to the trade deadline. Rumors are going around here and there, and this for me is like the most fun time in the NBA season. So I decided it's about time for us to freshen up on some NBA trades. So we had a couple quizzes, two of them actually in this video, that was sent to us by our friend Jay the King. Shout out to you for hitting me up on Twitter with these. They're supposed to be extremely difficult. Just gonna get right into it. Let's see how good I can do. Who was not a part of the 2012 Harden trade? Without a doubt, Kevin Martin was. Without a doubt, Jeremy Lamb went to OKC. Same thing with Cole Aldridge, Lazar Hayward, and Daquan Cook. All of these guys ended up on the OKC Thunder, but the question is, who was the... So basically, they're trying to trick us by saying, who was already there? Who was already there? It may have been Eric Maynard. It may have been Eric Maynard. Or was it... I'm going to go Eric Maynard. And it was. Maynard was not a part of the Harden deal, but was traded a year later by OKC to the Blazers. All right. Of the following players who was not traded on draft night, so Luol definitely was traded to the Bulls on draft night. Rajon Rondo was traded on draft night. Eric Bledsoe, Tyson Chandler. It's between the Nate and Chris Kaman. Chris Kaman was like drafted. He was drafted in 2003, a part of that great 2003 draft class, if I'm not mistaken, by the LA Clippers, and he spent like the first 10 years of his career in LA. So definitely Chris Kaman on this one. Kaman was drafted first round 6 overall by the Los Angeles Clippers in 2003. He spent 8. Oh, I said 10 seasons. He spent 8 seasons. Okay. The Seattle Supersonics traded Scottie Pippen to the Chicago Bulls on draft day in 1987. Who did they get in return? Only one player. Well, guys, luckily for me, I am a Chicago Bulls fan. It was Olden Polynice. Seattle sent Pippen in a first rounder to Chicago in exchange for Polynice. I don't know how to pronounce the name. All right, 3 for 3, believe it or not, 3 for 3. Kurt Thomas was traded 6 times in his 18-year NBA career. Which of the following teams did not trade him? The Bulls didn't. He played 1 season with us and then he went to Portland, but I don't think we traded him. I think he just signed there in the offseason. Yeah. Signed with the Bulls 2010, but never traded him. He signed with Portland. Yep. Which of the following guards was not dealt at the 2015 trade deadline? So without a doubt, Isaiah Thomas, Brandon Knight, and Michael Carter Williams were, though they were a part of one big trade. Goran Dragic was sent from the Suns to the Heat. So it's between Pablo Prigioni, Steve Blake, and Ramon Sessions. Steve Blake has been traded so much in his career. I'm going to say he probably was traded in 2015 as well, so we're going to cross him off. I'm going to go with Ramon Sessions. Oh, Steve Blake wasn't traded. Of course, the one player that we scratched off, he's been traded 6 times in his career, but this was not one of them. Okay, 4 for 5, not too bad so far. Portland traded Gerald Wallace in 2012 to the Nets for Meta Okoro, Sean Williams in a 2012 first-round pick. What was this protected pick? I know this. This was top 5 protected. Now, the reason I know this is because Damian Lillard was drafted number 6, right? Yes. He's drafted number 6, and the Nets missed out because they traded that draft. Oh, it was top 3 protected. But Damian Lillard was drafted 6. I got half that right, but again, another miss. The Nets notoriously claimed there were only 3 players worth drafted in 2012. Portland selected Damian Lillard at number 6 with the next pick, and he won Rookie of the Year. Another terrible trade by the Nets organization. Which current or former NBA head coach was not traded during his player career? No clue. Only guy I've ever got to really see play is Nate McMillan. I'm going to randomly, let's say it was Nate McMillan, because I have no idea. And it wasn't. Sam Mitchell was traded by the San Antonio Spurs and again by the Minnesota Timberwolves during his playing career. None of the other names experienced that part of the NBA business personally. In 2000, the Detroit Pistons acquired 2 players from the Orlando Magic in exchange for Grant Hill. Who were those players? I know for sure one of them is Ben Wallace. But who is the other guy? I know it's not Chauncey because I don't think they were a part of the same trade. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say it was Corey Alexander, even though I have no idea who that is, but we got half of it right. Detroit traded Grant Hill to Orlando for future 4-time Defensive Player of the Year Ben Wallace and was that Chucky? I can't even see that. Atkins. I'm giving myself a half a point for that one because I got Ben Wallace. What were the last 2 teams to trade away a player that they drafted who won Rookie of the Year? So we know the 76ers traded Marco Carter Williams away. Trailblazers last Rookie of the Year. No. Sacramento Kings traded Tyreke Evans. That's right. Let's get it. 2015 and 2013. Rasheed Wallace was traded twice in 2004 before landing the Detroit Pistons. Yeah, I know that. But what teams did he play for? Without a doubt, Trailblazers won. I know he played for the Hawks sometime in his career, but was it before Detroit or after Detroit? I'm just going to go with Hawks because I don't think he played for any of these other teams besides Portland and Atlanta. And that's right. Sheed was traded from Portland to the Atlanta Hawks where he played just 1 game. He scored 1 game and was traded. Oh my God, that's a... Wow, all right. In the infamous veto trade that would have sent Chris Paul to the Lakers, which player was not or were not wound up in New Orleans? Pau Gasol was supposed to go to Houston. Yeah, he's supposed to go to Houston. So what did we get? Oh, this is the last question. Prior to the 1998 draft, how many times? Oh, I have no idea. No idea. Let's go tricky. I have no idea. The first rounder that eventually became Vince Carter was traded 3 times. Wow. Okay, let's see our results. We got 7 out of 12. That's not good, but it's not terrible considering this is supposed to be one of the hardest quizzes out there. So let's get to the second one. So Sports Illustrated have their own version of this quiz. Sports Illustrated's insanely difficult NBA trade trivia quiz. Who did the Phoenix Suns take in the draft pick acquired when trading Steve Nash to the Mavericks? They got Sean Marion. Oh, they tell you the percentage of people that got it right. So 58% of people knew that. Which of these players was not involved in the Pau Gasol Lakers Grizzlies trade? No idea. No idea. Was Marc Gasol a part of that? Did they exchange? I'm gonna pick Marc Gasol. It was Bobby Jones. 34% of people got that right. Who did the Hawks take with the draft pick acquired when trading Rasheed Wallace to Detroit? They got Josh Smith in that trade. 60% of people knew that, so that was probably the easiest one on here. Which of these players was not involved in the Jason Kidd Nets Mavericks trade? No idea. No idea at all. Let's go Ryan Anderson because I feel like either he was like a rookie or he wasn't even in the league. 32 people thought it was Ryan Anderson, but it was Sean Williams. This one's a little harder than the other one for sure. Who did the Timberwolves acquire in Melo trade to the Knicks? Pretty sure it was Corey Brewer. No. Was it? I know it wasn't Anthony Carter. I know it wasn't Costa Koufis. Was it Eddie Curry? But why would he be a part of that? He was nobody. I'm going to go Corey Brewer because I know Corey Brewer did end up playing there eventually in his career. So 52% of the people thought it was Corey Brewer, but it was Eddie Curry. This one's a little harder, guys. Which of these players was not involved in the Mutombo Hawks Sixers trade? Pepe Sanchez. Never heard that name before. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was a shot in the dark, believe it or not, but we got it right. Which team originally had the draft pick that turned into Rajon Rondo? It was the Phoenix Suns. Oh no, it's the Lakers! No, and the majority of people did say Phoenix Suns, but it was the Lakers. The Lakers had the opportunity to get Rajon Rondo. Okay, who did the Milwaukee Bucks trade to acquire Ray Allen during the 1996 draft class? Stephon Marbury. 62% of people knew that. That's surprising. I thought I was going to be in the minority in knowing that, but I guess a lot of people know their stuff. Who was selected with the 1998 draft pick the Warriors sent in Orlando? Was it Vince Carter? It was Vince Carter. All right. What team originally owned the draft rights that became Amari Stoudemire? They gave it away in this picture because it is the Phoenix Suns. I know that one. It is the Phoenix Suns. They gave it away with him having that jersey on. 2 more questions. Which of these players was involved in the trade doing... Oh, they got traded twice in back-to-back seasons. No idea. Let's go with Let's go with Brian Cardinal. It was Kevin Ollie, and a lot of people got that right, but I didn't. How many times did Giorgos Pintanis been traded? I know it's not a fake name. I've seen that name before, so I know it's not a fake name. I know he's got traded more than once. Did he get traded? Nobody's got it traded 11 times. There's no way. 7 is still a lot. But I know he's been traded more than once, but not as many as 11. So, okay. 41% of people thought that was a fake name. And even on this one, we got 7 out of 12. We put those numbers together. We didn't get a great score. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. This one was definitely tougher than any other quiz we've taken, but I did have a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys did learn a little bit like I did. If you enjoyed the videos, always be sure to leave it a like. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.